Hi, everybody. My name is Dan Katz, and I am an expert coach here at Evolve Masterclass, as well as my own company, positively.net. I am so excited to have a small conversation with Dr. Sari Lehrhoff. Dr. Sari, thank you so much for being here today and giving us some information about this really unique event that's coming up. And I know that we're starting the advanced life coaching, and the whole idea is to bring people into the Evolve method certification process. What is this Evolve method?
Well, without giving it all away,
No, we don't want to do that.
we're going to be teaching coaches or people who've never coached a day in their life a transformational framework so that they can guide any client through any challenge with the specific structure of the Evolve method. And it's very powerful. And really, it's something that we can all use for the rest of our lives.
So you mentioned something, even if you've never coached before, because I see that the title is Advanced Life Coaching. So does that mean that my BFF, who's never been a life coach or certified, does that mean the course isn't right for her?
Absolutely not. This course is right for anyone and everyone, whether you want to be a coach, whether you are already a coach, but you are fumbling and you are lost, or whether you just want to be an excellent coach for your own family members or friends. We call it advanced because it's not like any other life coach training. When you leave it, you're not going to feel confused with what to do. You're going to have a framework so that you know what to do no matter who is in front of you.
So I think that's really interesting. And I will say, just as a testimonial, I use the Evolve method, and I was a life coach prior to using it, and it has been a complete game changer to me. I think one of the things about the Evolve method that I like that maybe you can touch on for a little bit is, as a life coach, it's my goal that at some point my clients can self-coach, right? And only need me when they need a tune-up. How does the Evolve method impact clients?
I love this question. We're going to get them from this emotionally overwhelmed place into a grounded, actionable place where they're going to have this clear structure. They're going to walk away with it. We're going to have them have their very own handout and worksheets on it. So when they find themselves, even in the messiest situation, they know exactly where they can take themselves. And for the coach, they're able to offer this guidance while it also has room in it for their own intuition to come forward, which is fantastic because every coach does have their own knowing, and we want to bring that unique coach forward. With this training, once they learn it, they're never going to coach the same way again, and clients are never going to walk through their life the same way again. Now they have a light helping them guide them through.
I will tell you that is a testimonial because I have never coached the same way. It changed the way that I coach from the moment that I saw it. It blew me away, and I love the step-by-step approach. And I think one of the things you touch on that I can just say that I've seen, I had a client that I was working with, and he was a young client going off to college, and he was afraid because he's never been away from home before. And we were working with the Evolved method to work through some of those fears. And he goes off to college. And on his second night, he had a panic attack. And he didn't call me. He didn't text me like I have an emergency. He actually used one of the tool sheets from the Evolved method, started with E and worked his way through. And when I saw him at our next session, he's like, Dan, I got to tell you, I had a panic attack. And this is what the Evolved method did for me. I literally wanted to cry. So I am so
And
grateful that you have developed this for coaches to use, for non coaches to use, and to really bring this aspect of life coaching to everybody so that it's not a scary place to be.
And the idea is to get us out of the loop. How many coaches that were in your class that said their clients would get stuck in a loop? They felt like they were right there with them. And the goal in life coaching is to get coached out of the stuckness. So this method doesn't allow anyone to stay in the loop. That's what's so cool about it.
It is true. They don't stay in the loop. There's one more thing, though, Dr. Sari, that I want to ask about, because I know that a lot of people will use the evolved method even if they never want to coach. As you said, it makes them more comfortable with themselves. You get to know who you are at a root level that you've never really seen before. So there's clarity about yourself and your relationships with your family and your friends. But what about those people that actually want to coach? When I speak with young life coaches, their biggest fear is, how am I ever going to get a client? How does our advanced life coaching solve that problem?
That's another great question. And I took a course myself to make sure that I was sharing the latest and greatest tools to make that happen because I already have a client base. But for my coaches that are starting off, I wanted to make sure in this social media saturated society that we had a system to help them fill their rosters. So that is something that separates us from other people is I can walk people through those steps to make sure their calendars are full.
I am so excited, and I'm really excited for all of you that are watching to come and join us over at evolvemasterclass.com. You're going to have more tools, more videos, more training than you could possibly imagine, and I guarantee more than you've ever seen or are expecting. So don't forget, evolvemasterclass.com. Sign up September 9th. Take one of those few seats available. I can't wait to see you. I know Dr. Sarah can't wait to see you, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Any questions? Send us an email.